it is that time where what I know about life doesn't work, right? Like how I deal with my family, how I deal with my attitude about a particular abundance or health, I get stuck. I get that feeling that I've gone all I can go, and now I'm just like, now what? And then that time between where you know you're going to go, or you get that feeling something more or something better is available, but you just don't know how to get it, right? And Sanaya Roman talks about going through the void. I love the way she phrased it, in the sense that it's like you're fixing to grow higher, you're going to go into this new direction, you just don't know all the rules yet. And I call it the waiting time. It's the hallway time. It's the time that you've left your old life, whether it's from a change, a career, a passing, and you know there's another door that's going to open. You just don't know, and it's even open, you just don't know how you're going to get through it. And so I love the fact that that we have tools that I can offer that can help you through that. And number one, as far as if you're in that place where you feel stuck, or that you can't, like, you know there's something better, you just don't know how to get it. One thing I will say is that get over the fact that it's going to be something on the outside that's going to change you, right? Like, you may hate your job, you may not like your marriage, you may not think you have enough money in the bank, you may think that your family that you grew up with is the reason that you are. What I'm saying is that it's not about fixing the outside, it's about fixing the inside. And the way we do that is we got to acknowledge that we're responsible for our own happiness, and that we are the authority in our life, right? That we get to choose, that it's not about what other people think. It's not about what size pants I wear. It's really about coming back and recognizing that the spirit that we are is alive and well and wants to take us to our new chapter. And God knows I have really tried to change the outside to make the inside better, right? And that has just never been fulfilling, right? And so one of the things I'll say to this, if you're in that place that you're kind of lackluster in your life, or you are feeling empty, right? I'm going to say stop today and take 5 minutes and just try to recognize that you are on a long road and you're just in a cubby, right? You're in a cubby hole in this hole. And that it really is time to go deep within yourself and start to ask those big questions about, do I like myself? Do I like my life? Do I hold on to regrets? Do I self-punish myself? Do I blame others for where I'm at in my life? Have I taken responsibility for exactly where I'm at, right? And that's the number one thing that we can go through the void. It's not always about changing the outside thing. Sometimes it's about like a coming to Jesus meeting with yourself and saying, okay, why am I here? What is it that I need to learn? What does I need to become more effective at? And the number one thing we can do is recognize that deep within you, you have the answers. You have the tools that will guide you in how to move from the void into a higher place. Because if we begin to recognize that we are the power, right? We are the power. It's not something we get from something else, that we've been given everything we need to go through this life. And sometimes it's all about letting go of what we know, right? And it's okay to say, this is uncharted waters for me. I've not been here before. I don't know how to get to feel different. And just beginning to acknowledge that place where we are in that little cubby, then we can begin to go within and say, hey, just go into that self. What do I need today? What kind of clarity do I need today? What's the one thing that I can do to take me forward? And sometimes it's just recognizing that sometimes you don't have to have a task Sometimes it's about getting still, it's about getting quiet, about connecting into your higher self, to recognize that sometimes that part of us needs refueling, right? And I like to say, hey, you can go out and make more money and wear a smaller size pants or bigger size pants, whatever you want. Or you can get a new husband, or you can get a new job, or you can get a new car. But if you're not connected to your innermost self, and you know how to go deep to really get fulfilled and find purpose in the fact that you are a spiritual being, all of that outside stuff is temporary. It's all going to go away. Whether it's you give it away, you sabotage it away, whether you get more stuff. But it's that part of where we recognize is that the person that you're looking at in the mirror, you, yes, you have the power to set a new course, to set a new direction in your life. And it's really recognizing that it's time to have a new direction in your life, and that you don't have to carry all the stuff that you did before. You don't have to have the same perception that you did before. And one of the best things or best times I can recognize is when I went through, when I've gone through great loss, like a divorce, through a big job that I really loved, and through, one time I was broke, like really broke. I had an injury on my leg, and there were these key milestones in my life that I tried to get busy. Like I tried to be hyperactive and fix everything. I had to fix all that out on the outside. And the true answer is I had to learn how to get still and quiet and go within and begin to acknowledge that deep within me, I had not connected with that being, that spiritual being that I am. And that's the essence of spiritual growth, because if we're in that place of not knowing what's next, let me say the next step is learning to become a more effective in your spiritual self. Because bottom line, the sort of main goal in life, or the main purpose, is to love and be loved, and to get better and better and better at bringing your true nature of love and joy and happiness into the world. And you may get all the outside stuff. You may get recognition from others. You may get all of those things from other people. But unless you nurture and get that inner connection with yourself, it's not going to be as fulfilling as it could be. That true sense of loving your life, of being connected to something greater than yourself. I want to say hello. Hey, Lily. Hey, Robin. You guys, your comments are coming through. Are you guys getting what I'm talking about? Just hit yes so I can see your comments. So as you guys, there's a little bit of delay on the comments, but I hope you guys, if you resonate with me and you like the kinds of conversations I'm talking about, I hope you will join my new free spiritual solutions group. One, because I want to guide you through this void, right? I want to be your friend. Hey, thanks, Nympha. I really appreciate that. Hey, Lisa, I really want to help you guys get to a new place of understanding and effectiveness in how you perceive and live your life, right? And the truth is, I have not got here by myself. There's been a lot of people that have helped me along the way. Let me just say there's been a lot of letting go on my part, but I'm reaching out to you today to connect to you, to let you know that, hey, join me, be with me. Let me show you what I've learned. Let me help you, guide you in a way that you can have those moments of like pure bliss, that you see everybody like, oh, they look so happy. But if they had my life, you wouldn't understand. Well, let me just say this. If you lose everything, it's a good day in the sense that you get a chance to start over. Doesn't matter what you have on the outside. You can have every material thing, every success. You could be the perfect size pants. You could have the right size body, everything you thought you wanted, and still feel like you're missing something, right? And if you're in that place, I get it. I've been there. I know it. And what I can say is, this is not the end. This is not the end for you. What I'm saying is it's the end of the old and ready for the new. That's right. If you're feeling like it's the end, guess what? It is. It's the end of an old perception, an end of an old way of looking at things, and starting to get a new. So if you're in this place, hold me, stay here with me. I want you to join me on my free support group, because over the next few weeks, right, I am hands down writing my course for healing grief with the spirit world. Like, I'm in it. I took some days off and I'm really outlining everything I want to do, right? And thank you, Holly, for joining. Thank you, Joanne. Listen, I want you to join me because, number one, you're going to be surrounded with people that get you, that have been there. Then some of them are a little further along and that aren't there anymore. Two is you'll have a way to contact me that, you know, I offer solutions each week to guide you, to offer some Q&As. Like today, after this session at 2 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be on there talking about questions and addressing real life questions, like where I got the for what everybody is wanting to hear about. So number one, if you're in that place where you feel empty, you know what? You do. You are. Don't try to make it different. Just be where you're at, right? Because wherever the starting board is, that's where you have to go up. Two, I would take some time and just find a way to clear your mind, to just clear your mind. That means let go of everything you knew. If you could feel something different about yourself, I would say if you're missing something on the outside, what are you missing on the inside? Do you love yourself? Do you accept yourself? Do you have some old baggage that you need to just get rid of? Do you feel like you're in the same place and you've been here over and over again? Let that be your starting point, right? And today, like on my topic in my group, which is, I'm going to put the link on these, I want you to join. I'm going to talk about affirmations and why that is so important. Because it's that whole thing of, I don't know if you guys heard like in kindergarten, the I can statement. I can. Listen, don't underestimate the power of your own programming has gotten you into the place that maybe you feel stuck. It's time for new things. So, and a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to do affirmations. They don't work for me. I'm going to say they don't work because you haven't really given it a go, right? You haven't really gotten to the place where you've dug deep and really tried to reprogram your life. And so today I'm going to, as soon as I post this, and I did good, like even with the breakdown, we were right at 17 minutes. I'm going to post the link to the Solutions of Spirit group. It's a closed group, and I wanted it that way because I really wanted to talk to people that really want the kind of stuff that we talk about. That we talk about spiritual solutions, we talk about meditation, we talk about like stuff that's broken, we talk about grief and struggle, and then we have a group that everybody's a little further along the path. So it's okay to know that you're at the stopping point. What I would say is, go to the bookstore today. Go to spend some quiet time. What is it that you need? What is it that you need to hear? What is it that you need to know or to understand about yourself, to know that it's okay, you can move a step forward, but this time you're taking your spiritual self with you, your connection to your higher self, to God. That is the starting point. That is the umbilical cord, you could say, of energy that is connected to your next chapter, because this ain't it. You're in a place that you can move forward. And in that process, through the spiritual growth and the healing connection, we heal what's broken. We don't feel lost anymore because we know we're not. But in that process, we may learn skills, techniques that we are going to contribute to the world, right? So in the sense of where you are, I hope you found this video helpful today. I will only be posting on my private Facebook page over the next few weeks because I am taking time off to write my Healing with the Spirit World course. And in that context, I got to focus on the group. And so if you've just followed this page and you've just been liking all the positive stuff, and that's great. But take the next step forward today and join my free Solutions of Spirit community. I want you to do that, not for the reason that I'm asking you to, but for you, just to give yourself an opportunity to see different conversations, to see different people and how that they're on the journey with you, because we're all going together, right? I'm learning and growing. I'm learning how to do this stuff better. By sharing what I've learned, I'm learning, you're learning. We are all community. We are one. And bottom line, that's where we have to be. In these days and times, we have to know that we're all connected. Connected to each other, connected to ourselves, and connected to God.